All right, everyone, get ready. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest mysteries in One Piece.
Ooh, this is a good one.
It really is. We're talking about Red-Haired Shanks.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, all about whose side he's really on.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
We're tackling that Triple Agent Shank theory,
Yeah.
The evidence is juicy. It's really juicy.
It cuts right to the core of the One Piece world,
It really does.
When you think about Shanks, former Roger Pirate,
Right.
Yonko, Luffy's mentor.
It's a lot to unpack.
It's no wonder fans are trying to figure out what his deal really is.
And speaking of Yonko,
Yeah.
just so everybody's on the same page here.
Yeah.
The Yonko, these are the top tier, most powerful pirate captains.
Absolutely.
They rule the new world. It's a big deal.
It's huge E.
Oh, Shanks is one of them.
He is.
Which makes this whole thing even more complicated, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not just a powerful pirate we're talking about. It's someone who can go up against the whole world government. So, why even bother figuring out whose side Shanks is on? What does it even matter?
Well, because, think about it. It influences everything, right? It's like this giant question mark hanging over the whole story. You've got the Marines, you've got the revolutionaries, pirates everywhere. Shanks could completely flip the whole game just by, picking a side.
It's true.
And what's fascinating is the stuff you sent me, it really digs into the idea that we might be completely misinterpreting his whole deal.
Yeah, what we think we know.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't.
Maybe not at all. And it all starts with his past.
Oh, here we go.
Right out of the gate, this theory drops a bombshell. Shanks. He wasn't just anybody. He was born a celestial dragon.
Okay, hold up for a sec.
Yeah.
For anyone who needs a refresher, celestial dragons.
Yeah.
These are basically the One Piece world's untouchables. They can do whatever they want. They're descended from the founders of the world government, so they've got power, they've got influence, they've got, well, let's just say they're not exactly known for their humility.
No, not really. They're above the law, above decency even, in a lot of cases.
Right. It's like finding out this nice grandma was once a bank robber or something, you know.
This just doesn't compute. So you've got this huge contrast, born into insane privilege, and then he's like, nope, I'm joining the crew that wants to tear the whole system down.
Talk about a rebellious phase, right?
Right. Unless it's not rebellion at all. That's what the source is getting at, right? It makes you wonder if it was all part of a plan from the get-go.
And this wasn't just any pirate crew either.
Oh, no.
We're talking about the Roger Pirates.
The ones who found the One Piece.
Exactly. So it makes you wonder, why would a celestial dragon choose that life?
Right.
What's the angle here?
The source makes a strong case that there's more to it than meets the eye, and it all starts with what he did with a certain devil fruit.
You're talking about the Gomu Gomu no Mi, right? The Gum Gum fruit.
The one and only.
Now, this is the fruit that Luffy ate.
Yep.
Gave him his rubber powers and all that. But what a lot of people might not realize is that it was Shanks who actually stole it.
Stole it right from the world government.
Bold move for any pirate. But for someone who was potentially born into that world,
it's a direct challenge.
It makes you question everything. So, okay, he steals this crazy, powerful, super valuable devil fruit. A huge ace slap in the face to the world government. But why not just destroy it?
Yeah.
If you're really breaking away from your celestial dragon past, why give them a chance to get their hands back on a weapon like that?
Exactly. It makes you wonder, did he always plan on giving it to Luffy? Or was this some happy accident?
And that is what we are going to find out right here, right now, on the deep dive.
It's a question that really makes you think twice, right?
Yeah.
And it gets even more complicated when you factor in the other possibilities.
Okay.
Because this theory doesn't just stop there. It throws out a few different scenarios. What if Shanks, I.S. who he says he is?
A chill dude with his straw hat.
Basically, powerful pirate who wants to see Luffy rise to the top. There's evidence to back that up.
Right, he gave Luffy his straw hat, right?
Exactly. The hat's his legacy, from Roger himself.
Big shoes to fill.
Totally. And Shanks clearly sees something special in Luffy. But.
There's always a but.
Always a but in the Grand Line. What if Shanks is actually still loyal to those celestial dragon roots?
Okay, hold on.
What if he's just using Luffy as a piece in some big game we can't even see yet?
So he's not a jolly pirate, but a mastermind playing 4D chess.
That's kind of dark.
It's a theory, and it's not impossible. Think about it. Shanks knows how dangerous the world is, what Luffy could become. If he was really afraid of, Luffy upsetting the balance, wouldn't he want some control?
To keep him on a leash, kind of?
Maybe even manipulate him into playing a certain role. That's cold.
But it fits with that whole idea of keeping your enemies closer, right?
True. But wouldn't he have done that already then?
What do you mean?
I mean, he could have steered Luffy away from trouble years ago, could have recruited him to his own crew even, but he didn't.
He let Luffy make his own way.
Exactly. Knowing Luffy, that was bound to cause some chaos.
Which brings us to the third option, and maybe the wildest one of all.
Let's hear it.
What if he's not really on either side?
Okay.
Not a goody two-shoes pirate, but not a scheming celestial dragon either.
So he's playing both sides.
He's walking a tightrope.
The ultimate double agent. I like it.
Triple agent, even. And the source actually calls him Shanks the Peacemaker. They point to all these times he tries to keep things from going totally off the rails.
Peacemaker and pirate aren't exactly two words you hear in the same sentence every day. So what he actually DO?
Well, there's that time he warned Whitebeard about Blackbeard. Went out of his way, knowing how tense things were between those two Yonko crews, to personally deliver a message about how dangerous Blackbeard was.
Interesting. So it's like preventing an even bigger fight later on.
Right, like he's thinking several steps ahead.
Always playing that long game.
And then there's Marineford.
Oh, man. Marineford. Talk about a turning point.
Shanks rocks up, stops the whole war between the Whitebeard pirates and the Marines.
Yeah.
Even Sengoku, fleet admiral of the Marines, listens to him.
That's wild. I mean, that's some serious pull for a pirate.
Right. It's almost like he has the respect of both sides.
Which would make sense if he's trying to keep them both from destroying each other.
Exactly. And don't forget about Kaido.
Oh, right.
Another emperor of the sea, trying to capitalize on the chaos at Marineford. Shanks stops him, too.
He's like the One Piece cleanup crew. Whenever there's a mess, Shanks is there to tidy up. But why? If it's not about treasure or territory, what's the goal?
That's the million-berry question, right? And the source points to one event that could hold the answer. Shanks meeting with the 5 elders, the Gorosei.
Now that's juicy. We're talking the top dogs of the world government. They don't just chat with any pirate. So why Shanks? What makes him so special?
Think about how the world government operates.
Okay.
They wipe out anyone they see as a threat. Doflamingo, Crocodile, even Luffy. But Shanks, he gets a private audience.
So it's like they've got a deal, right? Or they're terrified of him. And knowing those guys, I'm going with a deal.
And get this little meeting. It happened after he gave Luffy the Gomu Gomu no Mi.
Hold up.
The fruit that could turn Luffy into their worst nightmare. They knew W.
Oh, it's not just that they tolerate him, it's that he's got something on them. Leverage.
And the source thinks it goes back to his family. That celestial dragon lineage.
Wait, there's more to his celestial dragon past.
Oh.
Don't leave me hanging. What else is there?
You remember that celestial dragon we talked about earlier? The one who tried to buy Kobe?
Oh, yeah. St. Rosward. What a charmer.
Total piece of work, right. Well, he was a figureland.
Okay.
And some people think Shanks might be connected to them.
Wait, hold on. Not just any celestial dragons.
Yeah.
That family.
It's a long shot, but still.
That changes things. Like, are we talking like distant cousins or something?
Some theories say a certain high-ranking celestial dragon might even be Shanks' father.
Whoa. Family drama on a world level. But wouldn't someone have figured that out by now?
It's possible they've been keeping it quiet. Shanks did join Roger's crew crazy young. Maybe it was intentional. Or maybe something happened back then that made them erase his past.
True. We don't really know much about Shanks before the Roger Pirates, do we? But if he has a figureland, that would explain a lot, wouldn't it?
It would be huge.
The Gorosei meeting, letting him run around like he does. It's like he's not some outsider causing trouble. He's practically family.
Exactly. It would give him a level of protection no other pirate could even dream of.
Okay, so big picture time. Say Shanks IS, this secret puppet master, right? Pulling strings, playing the long game. What's it all mean for Luffy? That's what we really care about, right?
At the end of the day. Yeah, and the source actually lays out a couple possibilities. What if Shanks is guiding Luffy towards something? A destiny, even. Where he has to take on the very system Shanks is pretending to be a part of.
So it's like Luffy, all about freedom, and Shanks, this master manipulator, eventually going to duke it out.
It would be more than just a fight, wouldn't it? Ideologies clashing, the student surpassing the master.
With the fate of the world in the balance.
Exactly.
Okay, that's intense. What's the other possibility?
This one's even bigger. What if it's not just about Luffy becoming Pirate King?
What then?
What if Shanks is using Luffy to tear the whole thing down? World government, Marines, celestial dragons, everything. Gone.
So he's using both sides, pirates and the government, to create something totally new.
That's the idea. It's a theory, sure.
But it's One Piece. Anything's possible.
Exactly.
So there you have it. We've gone through the theories, looked at the evidence, and plunged into the mystery that is Red-Haired Shanks. Is he a good guy, a bad guy, or something in between? What do you think? We might not have the answers yet, but one thing's for sure. Shanks is going to keep us guessing till the very end. And that's it for this deep dive into One Piece. Until next time.